They say it's the trees that whisper out there on Drayden Road, but anyone who's lived in that stretch of southern Maryland long enough knows better. The sounds, soft, breathy things that slip between the leaves, aren't carried by the wind. They come from something else, something waiting. Danny Marks found that out the hard way. It was late October, the air thick with the smell of fallen leaves and something faintly sour, like old water soaking into rotten wood. Danny had just finished fixing up a rental house for a buddy who flipped properties. Place had been empty for a while, nothing but a shell of peeling paint and floorboards swollen with years of damp. The last tenants had left in a hurry. No reason given, just packed up in the middle of the night and never came back. Danny wasn't much for ghost stories, but he didn't like working there after dark. The quiet got too deep, like the world outside had packed up and left him behind. But work was work, and he had one last job before calling it a night, patching the hole in the upstairs bedroom wall. That's when he heard it. A voice. Not loud, just a whisper, curling out from the dark hallway behind him. At first, he thought it was the wind or maybe a possum in the attic. Then he heard it again, closer. "Help me!" Danny turned slow. The hall stretched empty, just that damn sour smell pressing against his nose. He wasn't the jumpy type, but his hands had gone slick on the hammer. "Help me!" It came from inside the wall. Not the wall, the hole. He stepped forward, stomach knotting, and aimed his flashlight into the gap. Something moved, not fast, not jerky like a rat or a snake. Slow, smooth, like someone shifting under a blanket. Danny stumbled back. The drywall dust swirled in the light, settling on the boards like ash. He should have run, should have turned and bolted straight to his truck, but he was frozen there, listening. "Please, it's so dark." The voice was small, a child's. Danny's breath shuddered out of him. Jesus, no one had said anything about kids. He dropped to his knees, pulling at the broken drywall, widening the hole. The stench rolled out, thick and rotten, making his eyes water. He gagged but kept digging, heart pounding as the space grew wide enough to see. And then the flashlight flickered. A face stared back at him, but it wasn't a child. The skin was wrong, too smooth, too stretched, like something wearing a person's shape without knowing how to fit inside it. The eyes weren't eyes at all, just dark, endless holes. And then it smiled. Danny didn't scream. Couldn't. The last thing he saw was its mouth stretching wider, far wider than anything human. The next morning, his truck was still in the driveway. The house was locked. His tools were inside, untouched. They never found him. Just the hole in the wall, patched up real nice. Like and subscribe for more eerie tales.